So let's try graphing one of these parabolas now that's in vertex form. So the only difference here is really how we find our vertex. We don't have to use that negative b over 2a stuff. When it's like this, we might have to again when it's in the different form. But when it's like this, vertex is already given to us here. We know our vertex is going to be 4, -6. And I know by looking at the sign out front, it's positive out here, that it's going to be a U shape. So I've got a couple checks there. Next thing I got to do is I got to get that t-chart going. Got to get that t-chart. I love making t-charts with points to graph parabolas because I know I'm going to have a nice, accurate, wonderful looking curvy parabola. Well, I'm going to have 4, -6 for my vertex. Let's plot that bad boy right now. There's my vertex. That's looking good. And now I got to find 2 points to the left. Well, that would be 3 and 2. And 2 points to the right, 5 and 6. So we got 3, 2, 5, and 6. Nice. Let's plug them in. Why don't we do one together and then you can do the other ones on your own. So if I plug in 5 for x, I have 5 minus 4 squared minus 6. That's going to be 1 squared is 1 minus 6 gives me -5. Whoop, whoop. Let's get the other ones now. You got it. I know you can do it. So I got my list of points here. Make sure you're always careful when you're doing like one like this here. We plug in the 3. You get 3 minus 4 is -1. -1 squared is 1. Positive 1. 1 minus 6 is -5. So just be careful when you're doing that. Make sure you don't have a sign error. Let's plot these points. Got my points plotted. Let's connect them with a nice curvy parabola. Woo! Oh, that's good right there. Yeah. Let's see if we can talk about that axis of symmetry again. Well, my axis of symmetry would be right through the vertex at x equals +4. Boom. Just like our x-coordinate of the vertex. I like it. I like it. Let's try one last one here. All right. To get my vertex, I've got -6, -2. I know this one's going to be opening down because it's got that negative sign out front. Let's set up that t-chart. Now here's where you're going to find out when that -2 really takes effect is within our t-chart. So -6, -2 would be our vertex. And a couple points to the left, a couple points to the right, I'm going to have -7, -8. I'll have -5, -4. Boom. Let's plug these in. And here's where you're going to see the change because of this -2. So I want you guys to plug those in. Let's do the first one together. We have -2 times -5 plus 6 squared minus 2. So I have -2 times, and we have -5 plus 6 is 1. 1 squared is 1 minus 2. That gives me -4. So I get -4 here. Keep working. There we go. There's my points. Hopefully yours match up as well. Let's plot them. Why don't we change the scale on the graph here? We'll go by 2s for this one since we'd run out of room otherwise. So there's my points. Let's connect the dots. Remember, it's a nice curvy parabola, not a V, even though it gets tougher to do when it gets kind of skinny like this. And there we go. So we have a skinnier looking parabola here. And once again, we can do our axis of symmetry, and that goes through the point x equals -6, because remember we went by 2. So 2, 4, and then -6. There we go. There's our parabola. You should be all right to try some of these on your own. Go to the book problems, go to the worksheet, whatever you got. Try some. Test yourself. I know you can do it.